Hola, Timothy Phoenix here, and welcome to my blog, which is all about rising from the flames of adversity to create your dream life using the law of attraction. Today, as you can see, I've got a very special guest with me again. We're going to have a little chat about the law of attraction. If you'd like to introduce yourself to the people out there and just let them know a little bit about yourself and what you're doing here on this beautiful island of Koh Samui, Thailand.
Cool. Alright. Hello guys, my name is Gabriel, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm out here at Vicasa. I'm actually producing some Instagram content for them right now, but I found them just through my journey of yoga, and I've become very close with the staff and the owner here, so I come back every year and it's just my second home away from home.
This is the Vicasa Yoga Resort, in case you're quite sure what Vicasa is.
Yeah, I'm like walking advertisement right now. But yeah, I'm producing Instagram content for them, and I've been able to do the teacher trainings here, and it's just a really special little sanctuary on this island that has a close place in my heart.
And you say you're doing kind of this video content. You've got a blog as well.
Yeah.
And what else do you do in terms of your working life?
I consider myself a freelance filmmaker. So I'm just kind of wherever the work and wherever the cool shots take me, and I've been able, using the law of attraction, I've been able to create this life where I just get to play with my camera and share my perspective, and just get to play with drones and cameras, and it honestly feels like a dream sometimes. I can't believe it. It's really awesome. But yeah, I pretty much just travel around and produce content for for branding, restaurants, resorts, hotels, and I also have a YouTube channel where I share my weird self, and yeah.
See, this is why I want Gabe to come on, because this guy has got an amazing life. I've seen it on his vlog.
Thanks, Tim. And we haven't actually had a real conversation until right now. I always see him passing by in the restaurant, but this is like our first official sit down. So
it is, yeah.
Pretty cool.
We're talking about the Vipassana.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yes. Meditation seeds.
Yes.
Have you signed up yet?
No. But I am going to do this Vipassana, which is the 10 days meditation, silent meditation.
On your own or at the?
No, I think I'm going to go and do the official one.
Oh, yes. Tim's going to be a new person when he gets back.
But that's for another video.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the law of attraction, because this guy is a living embodiment of the law of attraction.
Thank you.
And first of all, what, in your view, is the law of attraction? How would you define it?
Yeah, I was thinking about this on my walk here. I was like, I think it's the divine law that everything is governed by. It's literally like what is the fabric of the space that we live in, is that our thoughts are energetically charged to attract things that reflect exactly what you're thinking, right? Because like the inside is always matching the outside, and so if you can think, you can will in, or just pretty much, I always look at it as like you're casting spells with your words, right? So we're all wizards, we're all magicians, and every time you're like spelling words, you're not spelling it with like the letters, you're casting spells with the vibration of what you're speaking. So every time you say something or think something, you're creating it. So the law of attraction is that, where you are literally attracting the thoughts that you hold that are prominent in your mind.
I like that definition.
Yeah, and some people, and if you're not aware and mindful, you can attract some pretty weird stuff and situations into your life, like very default, not exactly what you want or desire, but the lessons show up in whichever ways they can. Yeah.
And is it something you consciously work with? Do you actually sit down?
Each day.
Each day?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I discovered the secret back when I was in sophomore year of high school. So 17 years old. I walked home and my stepdad was watching The Secret.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was like, what is this? What is this? And I was very open at the time, and I've never been raised like religious or anything, so I was just very open to everything. So I watched it, and it blew my fucking mind. I had no idea that this was something that was working all the time in the background. So I got the book, and I started carrying the book around with me everywhere in high school. It was like my Bible. I was pretty, not culty, but just I was really about it. I could really see
your
that.
religion.
Yeah, it really was. I was
Yeah.
like, man, there's some magic here that we aren't tapped into yet, but if we like work on it and strengthen it like a muscle, you can really just do whatever the hell you want in this life, right? Because we're supposed to be just free. That's like our natural, free and happy is our natural state.
Yeah.
But we're so like locked in by the matrix and society and just like, you know, there's like the toxic something that's farming us. So to break out of it is just to be like conscious and be a conscious creator of your life. So yeah, law of attraction's been every day. Every day, take that moment to feel grateful for something. Every day, just like, what do you want in this life? It's just like a plethora of options and variety. So why not choose it all?
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, if you know about it, then why would you not try to use it?
Because it's hard.
You know?
It's hard, and then ego gets in the way, and then like
yeah.
you don't actually believe what you're actually thinking because it doesn't exist in this moment, in this physical like layer, right? So you're like, oh, it's not real, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes when you're just thinking and you have that gratitude and tension. It's like all the cogs are turning, right?
Yeah.
The universe
Yeah.
is like conspiring to create that for you. Yeah.
There's stuff going on basically that we can't even comprehend.
Yeah,
with
in
our
all moments.
human minds.
All moments.
It's out there. It's off our radar.
Yep.
And you know, I think a lot of people. I read this quote recently. I can't remember who it was by, but it was talking about the law of attraction and saying that people are only focused on what they can see within a small, maybe 10% of what's out there.
Yeah.
They're just looking at what's going to happen based on the 10% we can see.
Yep.
But there's 90% of what's going to come into your life or has some potential to come into your life and make it incredible.
Yep.
It's off our radar.
Yep.
You know, so we get put off by that because we're so focused on the 10%. And how is this going to happen? They're only looking at 10%.
Yep. It's so limiting when you're looking through a straw, right? But if you like can just zoom out a little bit, you can have more perspective of the whole picture.
Or even just kind of have that faith that it doesn't matter if you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's something is going to happen. Like the universe is
unwavering trust. That is like key. The key ingredient is unwavering trust in the process of it. That like the fact that it's happening already.
A lot of people have difficulty in law of attraction because they don't have that firm faith and belief and trust in it actually happening.
Yep, the mind's getting in the way.
Exactly.
The ego's like, nope. And that's like it's always the battle, right? The ego's not the enemy though. You can make it the ally. Yeah, it's a tool for us to like work with. Not something that we should push away.
So, can you give some examples of kind of, first of all, I just want to finish this trail a little bit. So what do you do each day? What are you actually doing?
With practicing the law of attraction?
Yeah.
So in the morning routine is that I wake up and I do like my physical purifying techniques, like they're called kriyas, right? So I do the oil pulling, scrape.
Oh, you do the oil pulling,
every morning for 20 minutes, and then scrape the tongue, and then do my neti pot, and then brush my teeth, and then rinse my eyes, and those are like all the physical things that get out of the way, And then I sit down to do a morning meditation, and I always practice a little pranayama, because the breath is like your connection to consciousness, right? So if you can like, I think, what's pranayama mean? Like energy and movement, energy control. So if you can like take control of your breath and just become present. So I do Kapalabhati. It's like, it's called skull shining, because it literally polishes all the mental impurities in your mind when you're like exhaling really hard.
That's my favorite one.
Me too. It gets you so high. It's like better than drugs. It's so great. But yeah, I do Kapalabhati every day, and then I sit there after the practice and just like observe. And then I start to feel thankful that I'm like awake and alive, and I get to do whatever I want every day. It kind of started this way too. Like before I had this life, I was already appreciating as if it was already real. Because like when you have the desire of like just the wanting of something, it just creates more wanting. The fact that it's not in your possession right now, right? So if you like desire something in your life, you're just creating more of that like desire of bringing it in. So when you can shift it to perspective of feeling grateful of it as if it already is, then it like magnifies it like thousand times in the universe. It like materializes in front of you if you can practice it that way. So I always go like, I'm so grateful for the abundant life that I live. I'm so grateful I get to do what I love every day. And it's just like a little mantra, yeah? And yeah, just try to do a little gratitude practice, and then I try to like make it meta by like sharing it on like Instagram story or something to try to remind others to feel grateful so that ripple can like ripple out more. And yeah, just like always trying to be in gratitude, and like everything is out of like living from here instead of like from your mind, you know? Yeah, just like from feeling. And yeah, so that's the daily practice. And then when things actually do happen in the physical realm, I feel extra gratitude. I'm like, oh my god, it's actually here. I'm so grateful for this. Even more grateful than when I was making the intention. But yeah, gratitude is the secret spice. It really is.
And do you actually do anything like vision boards or visualization?
Yeah. When I first found it in high school, I made like the whole cork board, and I put like a DSLR camera, and I put Dubai, and then I put like this picture of this necklace that said, believe in yourself and magic will happen. And literally, I have to update this isn't coming from a egoic or bragging, bloating space, but like every year I have to refresh my vision board because all the things on the pin board become real.
Yeah.
Like I have the camera that's on the thing, I've been to Dubai, I have the exact photo that I posted, like I got it from a drone, but it's the same shot. And I got the necklace, the exact necklace that had, and it hangs in my car.
Oh, really?
A constant reminder to show that this is like, it's real. In every moment you're creating, conscious creating, in every single second. Yeah.
And you've been doing this a while now, right?
Yeah.
Number of years?
Filmmaking or practicing law of attraction?
Practicing law of attraction,
yeah. So 16, I guess a decade and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
15 years? Really?
Yeah. And then like so.
I have not met anyone who's been doing it that long, I have to admit.
I'm honored.
That's incredible. So
it works. It's real.
Yeah.
It's not some like woo-woo magic bullshit. It's actually like the law that governs this fucking reality that we're in.
But how did it? So let's see. How did your life change then when you started doing it? What did you create?
It was first just like, you know, when everyone starts, they want more material things, right? So you're like wishing for more money, more time, more friends, more love, whatever, right? And so I noticed like just subtle changes I was in high school, so I wasn't that aware. I wasn't like practicing meditation every day, but I knew that like I'm gonna be a lifelong learner, so I was open to new ideas that would serve me. Yeah, so yeah, it's hard.
So you kind of started at school.
Started school, yeah, just like a daily practice, and then like things really started to happen after I graduated. That's when life really begins, right? When you're not in high school and you like kind of make your own schedule and do whatever you want, like then you can develop then you create the life that you want to create. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't even know how to answer the question.
So you began with a few maybe material things to start with, and they came.
Yes, yeah, and then I like made some more audacious goals, right? And like to move to Las Vegas and to a new place that I'd never been before, and to make a successful life. And I did that, and then I was like, okay, I want to travel the world, and I want to do what I love every single day and get paid for it. And then that started happening, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do next? This new video game just came out, so I'm just spending all my time playing video games right now, which I'm so grateful. I have the freedom to play video games as much as I want. That would be a childhood dream, right? To like not have to do anything and play video games all day. And I'm like, yes.
That was mine.
Yes, childhood dream. I'm like in the cafe this morning and like eating my breakfast and playing Smash Brothers, and like this is fucking cool.
So, would you say that are you kind of now got to that stage where you're just so in the flow that you're not really sitting down and specifically manifesting stuff? Or are you actually still sitting down and saying, okay, I want this, and then actually visualizing it or sticking it on vision board? Or
yeah, okay, that's a good question. I guess lately I haven't, like, everything is so good now that sometimes I just kind of fall off track. I'm like, oh, now I can relax and have a beer or two and start eating a lot. I practice fasting regularly, and then I can always feel when I'm like falling off track because I start eating more frequently. Just like enjoying, and this is what life is about, right? This whole dimension is made for like enjoyment and finding yourself and enjoying all the pleasures of being a human. So sometimes I kind of fall out of that and I'm not like deliberately creating, but there's always things that I'm striving for. And like currently I'm wanting to get my business foundation and a website that I just have all these new plans I have for 2019, but I haven't made the vision board yet. That's why it hasn't come true. It's only a list in writing. So I think it's like halfway there. I need to start really like honing in the focus, then I can then also manifest that. But I haven't been putting as much effort because I'm like enjoying, so it's like an ebb and flow. Like some moments I'm like really trying, and then some moments I like kind of kick back and like kind of surf a little bit. Yeah.
Is there any kind of thing you can remember that really, when you were maybe first starting out, or it could be at any time really, that kind of really blew your mind? Or was there something that happened maybe that made you think, realise the law of attraction is definitely
that it's real?
Was there a point or
there's
something you manifested? Or
countless moments. Yeah. I know I'm like, in the psychedelic world, like it's happening in every like second, right? Every single instant, because time is just an illusion that we use, I don't know, to keep track of where the sun is. But like we're literally creating in every nanosecond. And just the way that my life shows up each day, I'm like, wow, this is a result of how you've been thinking, right? So you look at your current self and where you're at and how things are, and it's just like a mirror of your previous thoughts. So as you cultivate better ones, you can just notice like, it's like a dance, and you have full control over it. Nothing else outside of you has control over any of it except for you. And then like how you perceive it is up to you as well. So it's ultimately just up to you.
And what would you say to someone who is kind of new to law of attraction or wanted to get into it a little bit more? How would you advise them to start with that? Is there anything that they should do or anything they should read? Or
yeah, I think, man, I feel like the secret back then when I found it was like amazing, right? I think if people read it now, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like low level because that's kind of like egoic, but it's very simple, and I think that it doesn't have the same impact as like, I don't know. But I think a really good practice that people can start implementing right away is to just write down 3 things that you're grateful for in the morning. Instead of like scrolling down social media feeds and comparing your life with others and reading the news and feeding your brain with all the toxic bullshit that's out there, why not cultivate some like gratitude and like some self-love, as hippie as that sounds. Like just write down some things that make you really happy and make you feel good, and then it kind of like sets your vibration in that kind of like trajectory for the day. Trajectory. And then your whole day kind of like follows along that path. Like each morning, that's why the morning routine is so important, because you're building that foundation for the entire day. So you start with gratitude and like meditation, you got like a nice solid rock to go about your day. So I think that's a really good place to start, is like how you start your morning. And if you're not putting good things in your brain in the morning, maybe you can just kind of tweak that a little bit and see what kind of results that brings.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
And also kind of, that's something they can do right now for their life.
Instant implementation.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone can do it. You just got to put a little effort, and it's worth it. Trust me, you deserve it.
And I also think that a big thing that's come up for me in all these videos I've done with people who are using law of attraction and they're doing well with it is alignment. And really, you can manifest from that egoic place, as you say, just get bits and pieces, but I think in the long run you need to be kind of going for what your heart really wants and getting in alignment,
following the truth.
With that. And I find that when that happens, that's when it really takes off. Things will just come to you, the people and opportunities that you need. Just turn up with very little effort.
They disappear.
Yeah, that's it. And I think with you, obviously, for you getting in alignment would have been doing your videography and this kind of stuff. I think that's something that a lot of people need to kind of figure that out, I think, to kind of get on the right pathway. Once you do that, with me, when I made the decision to start doing the blog, actually, which is basically me getting back into writing after years and years and years of not doing it, but because that was coming from here, that's when the law of attraction started to really take off from
living from your heart, man. That's also key. Living from your heart and gratitude. Those are like the key ingredients to making the best life. Yeah, a lot of people spend a lot of their time doing what they don't like, you know, making money doing what they don't like to do, and spending a lot of time just doing what they don't really want to do, so you're not really living your truth when you're doing that. So you can kind of like tune in and find out what really makes your heart sing, and then universe will kind of like carry you along and support you in that on that journey.
Yeah, that seems to be what the universe responds to. It does. It's like, and some scientists will tell you it is that. It's like the emotion it's sending out there, those vibrations.
It's like a potent vibration.
Yeah, it's like that's what draws it back to you, basically.
Real stuff.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was fun. I feel like we could talk for hours about this stuff, because it's like, people really deserve to be their best, live like the life at the highest potential.
Yeah, and I think
it's like a dream.
Yeah, I think you're showing it on your blog as well.
Thank you.
What's your blog?
Just my name. I'll give you a link. We can put it in the bio. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can say it now.
It's Gabriel Ng, and then Instagram is Wandering Crane.
And you can see it, because I think it's always better when people can see.
Yeah.
Because I know it's the same for me. I didn't really believe anything to do with the law of attraction because it hadn't happened to me personally. So people could show me these little things and it didn't really mean much. But it does help to see other people and what they're doing. If you can actually see it, see their lives and what they're creating. With me, it was with Brett Moran. Your friends with
I'm here because of Brett.
Yes.
He introduced me to Picasa, so shout out to Brett Moran.
Yeah, me too as well. Shout out to Brett Moran.
Yeah.
And actually, we're both ex-housemates.
Yeah.
I actually remember watching you on Brett's videos.
Oh, yeah, Brett never did the dishes. Just kidding, we didn't have dishes.
I remember watching Gabe on Brett Moran's videos a couple of years ago, and seeing the two of you together there.
Oh, so good.
That was one of the things that really inspired me and got me into the law of attraction. Just seeing few normal, down-to-earth people here at Picasa creating their reality and talking about law of attraction.
Thank you, Tim.
You know, that for me was really a big moment for me, because before I'd just been watching people like Abraham Hicks. I like Abraham Hicks, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of hard to believe that
connect with them
as well. They're older, they're North American. It's quite woo-woo what they were showing. And so to see normal, down-to-earth people kind of around my age using the law of attraction and showing what it was creating, was a big deal for me, and that's one of the reasons why I do these videos as well, from my own life, to kind of show you can change your life very quickly and get what you want. And Gabe's another really good example of that.
Thank you.
Go to that blog and go to his blog and check it out.
Change your thoughts, change your life.
Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you, Tim.
Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, subscribe to Tim's channel, guys.
And don't forget timothyphoenix.com, subscribe, and timothy.phoenix is my Instagram account. So come and say hello.
Peace.
See you later. Hasta luego.